Assalamu alaikum students. I welcome you all into English online class, those who are just joining now. Students, yesterday, in the past 2 days, we have started the topic of tenses, and in the tenses topic, we started present tense. And we have already discussed its two types, that is present indefinite tense and present continuous tense. Now, coming to the revision of these two types, the first type was present indefinite tense. In this tense, as you have already understood and have been explained, that the main verb is always in present tense form. The sentences of indefinite tenses, present indefinite tenses, have the have only main verb which is present in present form or the first form. But when we change the simple sentence of present indefinite tense into negative or question sentence, then we use the helping verb by ourselves, that is do or does. Because without the helping verb, we cannot convert a present indefinite sentence into question sentence, or we cannot put not into the negative sentence. Okay, students? And another point to be noted and kept in mind is that time can be present in the sentences of present indefinite tense. Now move forward. Students, in front of you now is present continuous tense. Okay, present continuous tense. This is the second type of present tense. In this type, the present continuous sentence have main verb with ing. All the verbs in present continuous tense sentences must have ing with them, and the helping verb specially used for continuous present continuous tense are am, is, are. Okay, helping verbs used for present continuous tense are am, is, are, and they are used in the sentences of continuous tense. And we have already discussed that main verb must have ing with it. Okay, and you will never find any time in present continuous tense. In fact, in all the continuous tense of other times, past tense and future tense, in no time you can find any notification of time. This is the only tense. Present continuous is the only tense in which time cannot be found. Now let's move forward. Today we are going to discuss the topic, the new type of present tense, and that is in front of you, present perfect tense. Students, as you can see on the screen, present perfect tense is the tense in which work has just finished in recent time or recent present time. When the work is recently finished, when we complete a work in the present time, then such a work can be placed in the type of present perfect tense. Now look at the structure of present perfect tense sentence. In the present perfect sentence, there must be a subject at the start, then helping verb, especially for present perfect tense, are has or have. If the subject is singular, we use has, and if the subject is plural or I or you, then we put have, helping verb or modal verb. And the main verb must always be present in the third form. Now, students, you must be asking this question, that why verb should be in third form when the tense is of present tense. When this type is of present tense, then why are we putting the verb in third form? So students, in present perfect tense, this is the only type in which third form main verb is used, and it is paired with present helping verbs. These has and have helping verbs show that the tense is in present tense, and the third form show that the tense is in present perfect tense. As we know that work has just finished now, so for finishing of that work, we use the verb in third form, okay, and then object is present in a normal sentence of present perfect tense. When we change a normal sentence of present perfect tense into negative, we just put not after has and has or have helping verb, and it becomes easier for us. So there is not much to do in negative sentence. We just have to put not into it. But when we change the sentence of present perfect tense into question sentence, then this helping verb, these helping verb has or have, they must come at the start of the sentence in order to make them a question or interrogative. And then question sign is followed at the end of the sentence. So you have very well understand what is the structure of present perfect tense. It is very different than the other two types, present indefinite and present continuous, that you studied in earlier classes. Now students, look at the example. You will understand this tense better in examples. Now look at the examples on the screen. The Urdu examples. सूरज गिरन इस महीने हो चुका है या हो गया है. So this is a normal sentence. You can see students, how can you detect a present perfect sentence in Urdu sentence? The sentence of Urdu must end with chuka hai, chuki hai or chuke hai, or the sentence, Urdu sentence must end with such words like chuka hai, kiya hai, liya hai, gaya hai, diya hai, ya padha hai, khaya hai, soya hai. You understand that? When such kind of words, liya hai, li hai, gaya hai, gaye hain, diya hai, diye hain, okay? When such words are used, chuka chuki chuke, apart from chuka chuki chuke, जरूरी नहीं है कि your sentence must contain, Urdu sentence must contain chuka chuki chuke. Sometimes chuka chuki chuke can never be present in the sentence. Then how can you detect them? Then these kinds of words will be ending the sentence. किया है, की है या किए हैं, लिया है, ली है या लिए हैं, गया है, गई है या गए हैं, दिया है, दी है या दिए हैं. You understand? And such kind of words will be present at the end of the sentence if chuka chuki chuke is not present. And another thing is that can be present. Time can be present in this type also. We just read that in the first type, present indefinite tense, time can be present, and now in the third type we are studying that time can be present in this tense also, in this type of tense also, present perfect tense. And you can see is mahine is the time given over here. Now coming to the next slide. Now do the translation of these three Urdu sentences. Look here. सूरज ग्रहण इस महीने हो चुका है या हो गया है. The translation will be solar eclipse has occurred. Either we can use has or have, but since solar eclipse is singular, that's why we have used has over here. Solar eclipse has and occurred. Occurred will be in third form. Okay, so we will write ed form. Solar eclipse has occurred this month. Is mahine, this month. Now changing the sentence into negative, we will just put not into it. Solar eclipse has not occurred this month. You can very well observe that not is coming, not always comes after the helping verb. It is present between helping verb and main verb. Now, when we change the negative sentence, or when we change a normal sentence into question sentence and perfect tense, then this has or have comes at the start of the sentence, and the rest of the sentence remains same. See here, now has is at the start of the sentence. Has solar eclipse occurred this month, and the rest of the sentence is same as you can see above. and question mark will follow after it to complete it into negative interrogative sentence. Now coming to the next slide, students, there is an activity for you people so that you can have better understanding of the concept of present perfect tense. In this way, you can detect the Urdu sentences also, and you will be able to translate so those sentences into present perfect tense. Okay. Now look at this sentence. लड़की ने अपने कपड़े सी लिए हैं. Now look at the ending of the sentence. There is no chuka chuki over here. It's written liye hain. And I told you in the previous slides that liya hai can be taken as perfect tense sentence because liya hai, li hai ya liye hain. It comes under the category of chuka hai, chuki hai, chuke hain. Okay, it comes under the category of perfect tense. So by the end of this sentence, you are very well guessing that it is a perfect tense sentence and it is a normal sentence. There is no negative word in it and it is not a question sentence. So it's a normal sentence. Now let's translate it. लड़की ने अपने कपड़े सी लिए हैं. The girl has, since the girl is singular, so we will use has, not have. The girl or just girl has sewn. See means sewn. Sew is the present tense form of the word see. Okay, in a translation of see is sew, and the third form of sew is sewn. So we will use sewn over here. The girl or girl has sewn her clothes. अपने कपड़े, her clothes. Okay. Now coming to the next sentence, उमर ने अखबार नहीं पढ़ा है. This पढ़ा है is telling that it is a perfect tense sentence because see पढ़ा है. Okay, it can also be written like this. उमर अखबार नहीं पढ़ चुका है. They have not written चुका over here, but they have ended the sentence with पढ़ा है. So पढ़ा है, पढ़ी है और या पढ़े हैं all means the same thing. Okay, so this is a perfect sentence again, and a normal sentence. No, it's not a normal, it's a negative sentence because nahi is present over here. So the translation will be Umar has not for nahi, Umar has not read the newspaper. Look at the third sentence now. क्या तुमने अभी तक खाना नहीं खाया है? Now this is a question sentence and it is a negative question sentence because nahi is also coming here. And look at the ending of the sentence again. खाया है. तो खाया है या खा चुका है means the same thing. So it's again a perfect sentence type and we are going to translate it like this. क्या तुमने अभी तक खाना नहीं खाया है? क्या is the word, okay, which is telling that it's a question sentence. क्या तुमने अभी तक खाना नहीं खाया? And time is also given. अभी तक is telling that there is a time over here. So how are we going to translate it? Have you, you, when we use I or you, we use the plural have. Have you not? Why are we using not? Because nahi is present over here. Have you not eaten? Have you not eaten the food till yet? Yeah, till now. Why are we using till? Because tak is present along with abhi. Abhi tak. Till yet or till now. Have you not eaten the food till yet? Okay, question mark. You will also put question mark. Otherwise, marks deduction will be done in your papers. Okay, it's very necessary to put correct punctuations in the translation also. Now look here in the fourth sentence. क्या इस लड़की ने चाय तैयार कर ली है? Again, it's a question sentence. And look at the ending of the sentence. Student, why I am focusing, why I am emphasizing at the end of the Urdu sentence? Because by looking at the end of the sentences, you will be able to detect, to figure out that whether what type of tense that sentence is. Okay, so if so since there is कर ली है, चाय तैयार कर ली है is given over here, so we can very well judge that it's a present perfect sentence, and now we are going to translate it as such. Okay, क्या इस लड़की ने चाय तैयार कर ली है? Has she, has, sorry, ladki is girl, has, is ladki, this girl, has this girl tayyar, prepared, has this girl prepared the tea, question mark. Okay, has this girl prepared the tea, question mark. Students, you can note down the translation of the sentence and note down this exercise in your registers also, side by side. Okay, now coming to the fifth sentence, मैं ये तस्वीर बेच चुका हूँ. Now this is a very simple sentence and you can very well judge that it is a perfect tense sentence because चुका है is present, चुका हूँ is present over here. So, and it's a normal sentence. मैं ये तस्वीर बेच चुका हूँ. I have, why are we using have? Because I told you earlier that we use have with I and you also, although it is have is used with plural subjects, but I and you are also taken as plural. Okay, so I have बेच. What is the translation of बेच? Sold. I have sold this picture. Okay, tasveer is picture. I have sold this picture. Try to do word to word translation. Okay, I have sold this picture. Now come to the next sentence. तमाम परिंदे उड़ चुके हैं. Now again this sentence, look at the ending of this sentence. It has the words चुके हैं, and this clearly shows that the sentence is in perfect tense, and the sentence is normal. There is no negative word in it, and there is no question sign at the end of the sentence, so it's a normal sentence. Now let's translate the sentence. तमाम परिंदे उड़ चुके हैं. तमाम means all the birds, या all birds have flown away. Birds are plural, so we are going to use have. All the birds have flown away. Okay, now coming to the next sentence. अदालत ने मेरे हक में फैसला नहीं दिया है. Now look at this sentence, students. First of all, check out the ending of this sentence. Diya hai. And I told you in the previous slide that you, if you cannot find chuka hai, you at least you can find diya hai, diye hain, or di hai. So here it is, diya hai. So it's a perfect tense sentence and negative also because nahi is present over here. Adalat ne mere hak mein faisla nahi diya hai. So we will write adalat is court. Court is singular, so we will write court has not given. Diya means given. Court has not given the verdict. The देखिए फैसला, कोर्ट का जो फैसला है उसको हम, we are not going to say decision. We are not going to say decision to that. We are not going to say decision to that word, because for the use of, for the फैसला of अदालत we are going to use the word verdict. अदालत ने मेरे हक में फैसला नहीं दिया है. Court has not given the verdict in my favor. मेरे हक means the translation of मेरे हक will be in my favor. Okay, court has not given verdict in my favor. Court has not given favor in not given verdict, sorry, court has not given verdict in my favor. Write it down and don't make spelling mistakes. If you don't know the spelling of verdict, I'm telling you, V-E-R, ver, and dict, D-I-C-T, verdict. Okay. Now come to the students, there is some numbering mistakes of these sentences. You just start from the top. Okay. So what number was it? This one should be 8. Okay. This one is 8. After 8, you are going to number the rest of the sentences. Now look here, students. Look at this sentence that I am pointing towards. फौज ने किले पर कब्जा कर लिया है. फौज ने किले पर कब्जा कर लिया है. What is फौज? Yes, फौज is army. Yes, फौज is army. And killa? Killa is what? Killa is palace. No. What is killa? Killa is fort. Okay. Fauj is army and killa is fort. Par kabza. What is kabza? Kabza means capture. Kar liya hai. Now look at the ending of this sentence again. Liya hai. You have seen in a previous slide, I use this word liya hai, and these words tell us that the sentence is in present perfect tense. Okay. So we are going to open it with present perfect tense translation. Okay. फौज ने किले पर कब्जा कर लिया है. Army has captured. Use the third form of capture. Army has captured the fort. Army has captured the fort. F-O-R-T, fort. Okay. It's not a palace. It's not a castle. It's a fort. Killa means fort. Now come to the next sentence. उन्होंने आम नहीं खरीदे. Students, can you see this sentence? Can you see this sentence in this column? उन्होंने आम नहीं खरीदे. Do you think that it is a present perfect sentence? It is ending in खरीदे. There is no proper ending to it. And we have read that present perfect Urdu sentences must end properly with hai or hain. There is no hai or hain over here. So you should correct it. There should be hai over here. Write it there in your copies or registers. Okay. उन्होंने आम नहीं खरीदे हैं. अगर यहाँ है या है नहीं लिखा होता तो it means ये present perfect का tense नहीं है. This is some other tense. यहाँ end में है या है होना बहुत जरूरी है. It's very necessary. Only then it will be a present perfect sentence. So you write it yourself. हैं. उन्होंने आम नहीं खरीदे हैं. Okay. So उन्होंने आम नहीं खरीदे हैं. What will be the translation? They have not. नहीं means not. They have not bought the mangoes. Okay. But you have to put हैं over here. Don't forget that. Otherwise, this sentence is not present perfect sentence. It should have a proper ending, है और हैं. Now look at the other sentence coming down. मैंने अपना फर्ज पूरा कर दिया है. मैंने अपना फर्ज पूरा कर दिया है. मैंने, I have, पूरा means fulfilled. पूरा means fulfilled. I have fulfilled. अपना means I have fulfilled my. अपना means my. I have fulfilled my. What is farz? What? Responsibility? No. This is wrong. अगर responsibility होता students तो there would have been जिम्मेदारी over here. फिर जिम्मेदारी इधर लिखा होना चाहिए था ना. Responsibility, जिम्मेदारी. This is farz. What is the translation of farz? What do you say farz in English? It is duty. Yes. I have fulfilled my duty. I have fulfilled my duty. Do you understand that? I repeat again. I have fulfilled my duty. Pura means fulfilled. And ed will be used at the end of fulfilled. My duty. Okay, not responsibility. Now come to the next sentence. हवा को किसने देखा है? हवा को किसने देखा है? Look at the ending of this sentence. The ending says देखा है. Now again, this is telling that it is a present perfect tense sentence and it is a question sentence also because question mark is there. हवा को किसने देखा है? What is हवा? हवा is wind or breeze. You can write either way, either wind or breeze, both are correct. Who has? Kiss. What is the translation of kiss? Kiss is who. Okay, we are talking about human beings. किसने देखा है? Now they are talking about human beings. So human being, we use who for human beings. So who has seen? Dekha means seen. Third form of see is seen. Who has seen the wind or breeze? If you write wind, it is also correct. And if you write breeze, it is also correct. Who has seen the breeze? Who has seen the wind? Question mark. Both are correct. Now come to the next sentence. क्या वो इम्तिहान दे चुके हैं? क्या वो इम्तिहान दे चुके हैं? Again, you can see that the sentence is ending in chuke hain. It is a very clear sign that this is a present perfect tense sentence and it's a question sentence again because of question mark. And क्या वो इम्तिहान दे चुके हैं? Have they given? Why are we writing given? Because they means to give. So that's why we are using the third form of give. They have given the exams. They have given the exam. Have they? Sorry, this is a question. So we are going to put have in the front of the sentence. Have they given the exams? Have they given the exams? Question mark. I repeat again. Have they given the exams? Yes, you people are also writing correctly. That's good. That's good. Now come to the next sentence. बरसात का मौसम शुरू हो चुका है. बरसात का मौसम शुरू हो चुका है. Now look here at the ending of the sentence there is चुका है. So it's a present perfect tense and it's a normal sentence because there is no question mark over here and there is no negative nahi word over here. So it's a normal sentence. बरसात का मौसम. What do you call बरसात का मौसम? Yes, monsoon. Very good. No, but there is मौसम also. So what you say? बरसात का मौसम. Yes, monsoon season. Yes. So you will write monsoon season. Monsoon season has started. Shuru means started, or you can also write begun. Monsoon season has begun, or monsoon season has started. And student, what is the correct spelling of monsoon? Somebody should write in the chat. Monsoon. Yes. Very good. This is the correct spelling. MONSOON. Soon. Monsoon. Okay. That's good. Monsoon season has started or monsoon season has begun. Now come to the next sentence after this. उसने गांव हमेशा के लिए छोड़ दिया है. उसने गांव हमेशा के लिए छोड़ दिया है. He has, उसने छोड़ दिया. It must be some masculine figure. उसने गांव हमेशा के लिए छोड़ दिया. So we are going to use he. He has left. छोड़ दिया, left. He has left the village. हमेशा के लिए. What is the word for हमेशा के लिए? Forever? No. Think. Forever? No. Forever will not be suitable over here. We use special word for हमेशा के लिए. Okay, I'll tell you. We use हमेशा के लिए. We use the word for good. What we use? For good. हमेशा के लिए we use for good. उसने गांव हमेशा के लिए छोड़ दिया है. He has left the village for good. Don't write forever, okay? The correct word will be for good. हमेशा के लिए correct word क्या है? For good. He has left the village for good. Okay. Now next sentence. आपने रुपया कहाँ रखा है? Look at the ending of this sentence. रखा है. So look at the end of the sentence. रखा है. रखा है shows that it is a perfect tense type sentence and it is also a question sentence. So we are going to make it as question. आपने रुपया कहाँ रखा है? Read carefully. आपने रुपया कहाँ रखा है? There is a question word also in this sentence and the question word is कहाँ. What is the meaning of कहाँ in English? Where. Very good. कहाँ means where. आपने रुपया कहाँ रखा है? Where have you put the rupees? Tell me, will we write rupee or money over here? So some students are writing money. No students, do exact translation of the words given in the sentences. Rupya means rupees. Don't use the word money for rupees. Write rupees. अगर यहाँ लिखा होता आपने पैसे कहाँ, आपने पैसा कहाँ रखा है, then you should have used the word money. But over here रुपया is written, so you are going to use the word rupees. आपने पैसा कहाँ रखा है? Where have you kept? रखा means kept. Where have you kept the rupees? Question mark. I am repeating again. Where have you kept the rupees? Question mark. Now students, come to the next sentence. तुमने इस्तीफा क्यों दे दिया है? Again, look at the ending of this sentence. दिया है. दिया है tells that it is a perfect tense sentence, and again question mark tells us that it's a question sentence. So we are going to translate into a question sentence. तुमने इस्तीफा क्यों दिया है? And क्यों is a question word, so क्यों will come at the start of the sentence, and क्यों is why. Why have you? Why are we using have? Because you is present over here. Why have you? दे दिया. दिया है. दिया means give. So we are going to use the third form of give, given. Why have you given the resignation? Istifa means resignation. Why have you given the resignation? Or there can also be another sentence. Why have you resigned? But the best sentence would be exact translation of this sentence, question sentence. Why have you given the resignation? And what is the spelling of resignation? Somebody should write it in the chat. Resignation. Yes. What you have written? Very good. Correct spelling is R-E, re, S-I-G, sig, N-A, and the rest of the spelling would be nation. Resignation. R-E-S-I-G, resig, and nation. N-A-T-I-O-N, nation. Resignation. There are two spellings or two syllables combining together. Okay. Resignation. Two groups combining together. Resig and nation. Okay. Always break the words so that you can understand their spellings. To learn spellings, you should know the syllables of the word. Resignation. Okay, break the words at the syllables, break the words at the pauses, and then you will be able to learn the spellings of the vocabulary fast. Okay. तुमने इस्तीफा क्यों दे दिया है? Why have you given resignation? This is the most correct answer of this Urdu sentence. Question mark. Okay. Now come to the next sentence. झील में पानी जम चुका है. Now this is a very simple sentence. Why? Because चुका है is given over there for your easiness. So chuka hai is over there, so it's a perfect tense sentence. And jeel means lake, jum means freeze, and the third form of freeze will be frozen. So we are going to use water has, we will take the whole water as singular. Water has frozen in the lake. May means in. Water has frozen in the lake. Water has frozen in the lake. Okay. Now come to the next sentence, students. डाकुओं ने अमीर आदमी को कहां लूटा है? Read again. It's a question sentence. डाकुओं ने अमीर आदमी को कहां लूटा है? There is a question at the end. And look at the ending of the sentence. लूटा है. Since there is no chuka chuki chuke over here, but loota hai is telling us that it is a perfect tense sentence. So how are we going to translate it? डाकुओं ने अमीर आदमी को कहां लूटा है? Kaha means where. There is a question word over here in this sentence. Where? Kaha? Where? So where will come at the start of the sentence? Where will come at the start of this question sentence? Where have, there are so many robbers, so many thieves over here. Daku. What is the word for daku? Can anyone tell me? Yes, robbers. Yes, you people are writing robbers. Yes, somebody has written thieves. But there is a special word for the word daku. What is that? Can anyone tell me? Dal se daku or D se wo word shuru hota hai, daku. And it resonates with daku. The English word for daku resonates with this word daku. What is that? Can anyone write in the chat? What? Dacoit. Excellent. 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 Who has written this? Aisha. Very good. Dacoit. So students, the best word for daku will be dacoit. So there are so many dakus. So we are going to write the word dacoits. Robbers is also correct over here, but the best suitable word would be dacoits. Where have the dacoits? Where have the dacoits? Why are we using have? Because there are so many dacoits. There are so many robbers. So that's why we are using have. Why have the dacoits? Why have the dacoits looted? Loota. What is the translation of loota? Looted or robbed. But the best word will be looted, coming from loota. Okay. Where have the dacoits looted the rich man? Amir admi, rich man. Where have the dacoits looted the rich man? I am repeating again for you. Where have the dacoits looted the rich man? Question mark. Okay. Now come to the second last sentence. क्या अली के आने से पहले आप नाश्ता कर चुके हैं? Now it's an easy sentence. Why? Because there is the sentence is ending in chuke hain, and it's a normal sentence because there is no question sign over here and there is no nahi negative word in the sentence, but there is time present over here. Aane se pehle, before. This is showing time. And I told you that in present perfect tense also you can find time. क्या अली के आने से पहले आप नाश्ता कर चुके हैं? So आप means you. आप means you. Have you? Have you? Okay. So students, क्या अली के आने से पहले आप नाश्ता कर चुके हैं? It's a question sentence. Yes, because it is starting with क्या. It is starting with the question word क्या. So that's why there should be a question sign over here. There is a mistake over here. Can you see it? Correct this mistake. It's a question sentence and you should put a question mark at the end of this sentence, Urdu sentence also. So when you are translating it, it will become, have you done your breakfast? Have you done the breakfast or have you taken the breakfast? Both are correct. Have you taken the breakfast or have you done the breakfast before Ali arrived? Have you taken the breakfast before Ali arrived? Question mark. Have you taken or have you done the breakfast before Ali arrived? Question mark. Now I am repeating again. Have you taken the breakfast before Ali arrived? आने से पहले before. आने means arrive. So we are going to use the third form of the word arrive, ed form. Have you taken the breakfast before Ali arrived? Question mark. Now look at the ending of this exercise. तुमने इससे पहले ऐसा बुरा बर्ताव नहीं किया है. तुमने इससे पहले ऐसा बुरा बर्ताव नहीं किया है. Now look at the ending of the sentence. किया है. And we saw in the previous slide that किया है, की है या किए है indicates that it's a present perfect tense. Okay, so we have deducted that it's a present perfect sentence and it is negative also because nahi is over there and there is time present over here. इससे पहले before this. इससे पहले means before this. इससे पहले means before this. तुमने इससे पहले ऐसा बुरा बर्ताव नहीं किया है. बर्ताव means behaved. बुरा बर्ताव bad behavior or behaved badly. Now come to the translation of this sentence. You have, तुमने, you have not, you have, since it's a negative sentence, so we are putting not over here. You have not behaved so badly. ऐसा बुरा बर्ताव so badly. You have not behaved so badly. You have not behaved so badly before this. You have not behaved so badly before this. ऐसा बुरा बर्ताव behaved so badly. What is the translation of ऐसा बुरा बर्ताव? Behaved so badly. You have not behaved so badly before this. Do you get my point? So this comes to the end of this exercise. Now move on to the next slide, students. I hope you have registered this work in your notebooks. I'll share the slides with you in the class group also. Okay, in the Google Classroom, I'm going to show these notes as well. Now come to the last slide. In the last slide, we are going to recap what we have learned today. In present perfect sentence, we know, students, that work is completed in the present time. It has completed. This tense, perfect tense, shows that work has completed, but it has completed in the present time. So we use the third form of the main verb. The main verb is always in the third form, and it shows that work has been completed in the present time. Okay, why? Because the tense is of present tense. That's why. But the helping verb which we use for present perfect tense are has or have. Okay, okay, students. Present tense for present perfect tense are helping verb for present perfect tense will be has or have, and the main verb will be in third form. This is the combination of helping verb and main verb in present perfect tense. What is that combination? That helping verb should be in has or have. Helping verb should be has, have, and has, have always combines with the third form of the main verb. Okay, students? And see the last point, time can be present in this type. Just like present indefinite type, time can be present in this type also. And in the second type, present continuous tense, there was no time. You can never find time in continuous forms. Okay? So with this slide, we end our lesson. And I hope I hope that you have understood the lesson very well. And as you have participated quite nicely in the activity, I hope you have understood well. And I'm going to share the slides with you in the Google Classroom. And we are going to meet again at the same place and same time. See you soon, inshallah, tomorrow. Allah Hafiz.